Good afternoon. My name is Rashad Muhammad. I work for Michigan State University. More specifically, I work for MSU Global. We're an internal consulting group within the university. We kind of serve as an incubation space for faculty projects that are kind of on the fringe and maybe outside of the main scope of the college. So that being said, just if you don't know much about the history of Michigan State, it was established in 1855. Michigan legislature created what was called then the Agricultural College of Michigan. So it has a deep history and deep roots in agriculture, also internationally. So as we began to MSU Global, with the kind of projects that we worked on, we started to notice that we're touching a lot of areas related to the food space, and we wanted to look for a mechanism to kind of leverage all this content that was affecting agriculture and affecting, playing a different part in that whole story of agriculture in Michigan State. Additionally, there was this concept that emerged on campus that leadership had kind of bought into but didn't really know how to implement. It's this whole concept of MSU being a center for world food solutions. So we kind of looked at what we had and we said maybe this is our way to kind of start moving in that direction. So with EdCast, we came up or started the journey towards what we call the Food Knowledge Cloud. So essentially what it is for us and what we are envisioning this to be is a space where not only we can offer courses, but we can offer access to a community of people who are solving problems related to food. So some of those courses that we currently host in our EdCast environment are courses on metropolitan agriculture. We have a course on food fraud, which is talking about, which has really been successful at bringing industry professionals and NGOs and all these different people who normally wouldn't talk to each other into the same space to kind of talk about the issue of food fraud. Another course that we host in our environment is different courses on food safety, and we are going to be this summer hosting something on the World's Fair, the Expo 2015 is taking place in Italy. So, so one of the things that EdCast has provided to us is a mechanism for all this different content that crosses various disciplines to exist and give access to a global audience. And additionally, to provide a low barrier to registration. In the past, our non-credit registration systems required, creating community IDs and different ways to interact with the learning management system. Because EdCast is a cloud-based solution, it provided that low access to the content. So what we hope to do with this is to further engage NGOs, community organizations that are working on these kinds of issues and problems in the space. So one of the problems that we had and talking with EdCast early on was because we wanted something that clearly was not a course, we wanted it to be a communication or a platform, a place to discuss and kind of have dialogue, was being able to communicate that vision of what exactly we wanted to do. So, so that was one of the challenges up front. And also because we wanted to be on the fringe and offer something that was very different from a structured course experience, it was difficult to articulate early on what were the tools that were needed to do it. One of the things we experimented with was taking the discussion forum raising it from the course level to the higher level, I guess to the root level, where there can be discussion among the various participants in different courses. And there were some successes and there were some challenges with that. So that's something that, you know, I think that I would like to further develop with ACAS. But one of the main breakthroughs is when we really work with ACAS to clearly come up with a way to communicate the issues that we had and have these regular meetings to discuss and work on solutions. So what I see is that from that point on, it really kind of galvanized the work that we're doing. So the food knowledge cloud is something that's still ongoing, it's still developing, and we're really trying to bring in and make it more real and kind of galvanize the resources on MSU's campus to kind of make it something that is of value to not only researchers and students, but also the community at large. So, thank you.